or something.
Well, Tuesday nights seem to be the best night for people. Thing
Yeah.
is, this call used to happen at 9 o'clock, and so I could do that at 7:30 and have plenty of time to get to this one.
Yeah,
But
whose idea was to move this up to 8:30?
I don't know, but
I thought it used to be at 8 and then we changed it to 8:30.
No,
Used to
it
be
was used to George, it used to be at 9 and we changed it to 8:30. All right.
We can
Well,
go back to
Ken,
9 if you want. No skin off my
I think
nose.
Ken, you there? You're muted.
but your picture looks good.
Yeah, your picture looks real good.
That's a nice
Yeah, I always thought a suit coat with a t-shirt was really fat.
that's a classy look. Yeah.
It is. It is. It's kind of like
The new style.
I kind of like it actually.
Ken,
I
you
got-
are still muted.
Maybe he doesn't have anything useful to say.
Oh, he'll think of something, I'm sure. He's trying to figure out how to unmute himself is what he's trying to do.
Well, we can keep picking on him as long as he can't answer. I mean, hey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now's the uh-oh.
Everybody hide.
Nah.
Cameras
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, you guys are really good when the mute is on. And I take a really quick shower after ball game. That's how I can look like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Are you still in the shower or are you still at the ball game?
Oh, I'm still in the shower. You want the video too?
No,
Yeah.
no, that's
No,
quite
leave
all
the
right.
picture up.
We'll post it all over the place.
That's
Probably
what George
getting more
would do.
people.
Well, listen, let's now that everyone's finally here, let's get started. Paul won't be with us tonight. Paul has tested positive for COVID,
Oh
Oh,
no.
really?
and he's not feeling very well. And I told him, I said we would all wear masks if that would help, but it didn't apparently make any difference. So so I'm recording this meeting tonight so that he will have we'll see what all the important things that we get accomplished tonight. Oh, you think that's funny, huh? You think that's funny? All right.
I had something in my throat now.
Yeah, you did. Okay, you got the agenda that I sent out, so I want to quickly go through it here. As you know, the roundtable meetings, we met last Friday, and we're going to be meeting again this coming Friday. It would be nice, George, if you could join us on these meetings.
I was on the last one.
I don't think you were there, were you?
The only meeting that I missed was the education one.
Well, that's what
Tarzan.
I'm talking about. That's the roundtable meeting last
Oh.
Friday evening.
No, the one where we went over the training guide and stuff.
That was the training meeting. That was a different meeting.
Well, the only one I missed, and I think, was the training meeting.
No, you weren't.
Yeah. We talked about bringing Richard in and stuff, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, we decided, as you know, that the fourth Monday of every month, the COS Indiana Live broadcast would be devoted to a roundtable meeting. So, and the first one's going to be June 28th. So I think Rick is going to we're going to have another meeting this Friday, I believe. He'll be sending out an invitation to that.
He already did.
So that we can get the format nailed down on how this is going to happen. So just so everybody knows about that. Still working on the minority outreach program. I did speak with Aaron, and he really didn't have any specific ideas, but he's certainly going to be trying to reach out himself. Gary, are you going to go to this GOP luncheon on the 26th? Have you gotten an invitation to that?
Oh, I'm sure I got an invitation, but I don't think I'm
Yeah.
scheduled to go.
Well, I'm gonna go to it. Maybe I can find someone down there, or someone can recommend someone. I would really like to find a black conservative leader. Someone that is kind of in line with what we stand for, to kind of give me some hints as to how to reach out to the minority community.
Well, you know the guy that spoke at the meeting, the county meeting? His name slips my mind right now.
Yes, down at the
Yeah,
Wayne
Yeah,
Graham.
at the Graham Wayne Center. He
Yeah,
would be good. And
I thought about him. If you think of his name, let me know.
I'll find it. I can find it. He's a friend on Facebook.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you don't have to do that now. Let me
All
know.
right.
But anyway, so still working on that. Also, critical race theory. I'll tell you, the more I talk to people about this, and the more I look around, and I'm learning more and more about this. Are you guys following this in the news and so forth?
Somewhat.
Somewhat.
It's widespread, and they're calling it all different kinds of things to kind of hide it from the public.
You're exactly right, and that's what I'm discovering, Ken. I've spoken to a few people. I'm gonna tell you, I spoke to a lady just Monday. Her and her husband are in education. They both have doctorate degrees. He works in the Fort Wayne Community School system. She teaches She teaches virtually for Ball State University. Anyway, she's telling me that this is widespread. This is and it's not always called critical race theory. It's under the heading of diversity, social justice. It's everywhere. And I also heard someone else say something that I thought was very, very appropriate. The point here is that this is not something brand new. This has been coming for many years. We're just now beginning to see it. And it's like I heard someone say the other day, the Nazis in Germany just didn't all of a sudden appear one day. That was brought about over at least a decade of activities that led to the Nazis, taking control. And I think the same thing's happening here with this critical race theory, and whether there can really be any legislation that would really address this, I'm not sure that there could be.
I think we should be getting in touch with the state education person. I think her name is Jenny something. I know I looked it up, and because I'm in the car, I don't have it in front of me. But I think we should be making some approaches at her, get her to come on to a round table or something, discuss this, because we got to find out from the top what's going on, and the state education leader needs to know that we're not happy with it.
Yeah.
Part of the Nazi thing too that helped bring them about was a financial collapse in Germany.
So we're headed there too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you guys ever watch Tucker Carlson? You ever watch-
Sometimes.
Do you get Fox Nation? The
Mm-mm.
it's
I watched The Blaze.
yeah. he interviewed a guy, a university professor the other night. His name was Nicholas Giordano, I think is how you pronounce it, Giordano. If you ever happen to come across that name or hear about this interview, I mean, the guy was really, he was spot on. He talked about this and how it's grown over the years. I don't know. You know, it might have been Obama that actually started this whole thing. That may be where this all started. I'm not sure where. Anyway.
Yeah, I think he's still involved. He's pulling the strings on Biden, I believe.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, I talked to George about on the data cleanup. I guess they had a meeting last night about how to handle the follow-up tool and some steps that can be taken to prevent errors from occurring in the data. I guess the team's making headway, but I'm trying to get some sort of report sent to me on a periodic basis, something that I can include in the state call to let everybody know how we're doing on this. But we are making progress on this. I think we probably got a long way to go, but we are making progress on it. Strategy meeting for 2022. This was determined in the meeting last Friday, September 18th, from 10 to 3 at John's church again in Anderson. So we'll be gearing up for that.
I just so you know, Dale, I told all the region captains tonight to put that on the calendar.
Okay.
For their.
All right. The LMT, looks like we're making progress on it. Looks like we're moving along. Would you agree? George did a spreadsheet. George, how many districts are you saying where we have at least one district captain? Now, no, you don't be eating cookies while we're having a meeting.
Gotta take care of the important stuff.
38 or 39.
38 or 39.
We have districts with at least one, and we have 2 districts that have more than one DC.
Okay. All right. Well, hopefully I will get my report to agree with that number. So that's great. We're going to and do we still have a few still in process, right?
Yeah. I don't know for sure what's going to happen with Tammy Ross. I haven't been able to get hold of her. Harry, you haven't either, have you?
No, I have not spoken to her. I should give you an update on Lisa Guston that Vicky has spoken to her, and we're still going to kind of see what happens with her, try to keep that relationship going and see if she will get connected or not once her mom's situation gets resolved.
Yeah, she's right here in LaGrange. She's just north of the Pizza Hut.
Oh, yeah.
You all know where the Pizza Hut's at in LaGrange, right? So.
Oh, yeah, everybody knows that.
She's just north of that.
I got to plug my battery in here.
Got Gary's updated list of new district captains. So, Gary, what I'm thinking about, what do you, I'm thinking, I've been on COS Indiana Live. I've been taking one new district captain at a time I'm thinking maybe I ought to try and do like a couple of them at a time. What do you think about that idea?
Yeah, that might be good.
I'm thinking if we got maybe a couple from the same region, if that I haven't talked to yet. Maybe.
Yeah, because you got a whole bunch of people you haven't had on yet. So
know.
yeah, if you could do,
I know we got quite a few here, so
because
You
they've
have
been
to-
coming in.
I'm gonna be setting up my interview, my guest list for June. So I think that's the approach I'm gonna take. As far as new district captains, we got our new district captain welcome call coming up this Thursday, 7 o'clock. So George and Gary, you both need to be on that. Okay.
Do you send out invitations yet?
Yeah,
Holy
I've got two of them from you, I think.
Holy smokes. I can't believe him asking that. Don't you look at your emails? Is he asking that on purpose, do you think?
No, I thought I'd seen it, but I get a lot of email. I get stuff from you and other people.
Actually,
And it's easier to ask than go look it up.
I sent out a reminder again this morning, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I just wanted to see who was on the list of people you mailed so I can get back to the phone call or something.
All right. Okay.
Jeez,
Yeah.
I'm muting myself.
Well,
You're
this
gonna
Monday,
smack your lips.
I got Diane Jones as my guest, so I'll be interviewing her on this Monday, and on once again on Memorial Day, the 31st. I will not be broadcasting, so take a
Do
break.
you have time during your broadcast to interview two district captains?
Yeah, I don't know how I would do that, but we would find a way to cut that down.
Hmm.
We'll have to, yeah, we don't want to get too long there. That's a good point, but anyway. Okay. Seems like there's something else I wanted to say, but I can't think of it right now.
Guess that Gary said, good point, but anyway. So real
So,
good.
Hey, George, did you try calling Vicky Fisher? Because she filled out that application for region captain, but it's never showed up in the LMT, and I don't know why.
Can we just go ahead and sign her?
I don't think you're going to
What
sign somebody.
National calls a region captain is different than what we think of a region captain as. Like Jonathan is a region captain or coordinator or whatever, but
He's a region
captain to us is
director.
something different.
Well, Dale Tipton submitted a region captain application, didn't he?
Yeah.
So,
She said she did it.
well, do you think you could get, how about Jerry? Do you think Jerry Rowe could help us on that?
Well, Jerry Rowe jury rigged it to send her the application, the
Oh.
link for an application, because it didn't show up in the LM or in Citizen Builder when he logged in there. So he was able to create one and send it to her, which she said she filled out, but it doesn't show up in our LMT. So
Well, maybe he has to jerry rig that part of it too.
maybe we need to do that.
Yeah, since he snuck in through the back door, he's got to exit through the back door too.
Yeah.
Could be.
Well, I sure would like to get that. I would like to see that done so that we can get her in place.
How many would that make now, region captain? That puts us at our goal, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
No.
I think that would give us 7, wouldn't it?
No, it'd be 6.
6. Okay, that's right. We're at 5 now.
Yeah. So we
That'd
need.
give us 6, and I think we'll get to 7 by the end of the year.
Yeah, looks like we're gonna make it all right. I think. I don't know who that 7th one would be right now, but I'm sure he or she is out there.
Hey, Dale. That guy's name is Emery McClendon.
Spell the last name.
MC capital CLENDON.
CLENDON.
Yeah, Emery McClendon.
Emery McClendon.
And he's been active in kind of GOP politics around here for a long time. But there was another guy that ran for the county council, I think, that's quite a bit younger than Emery. Emery's more like, you know, you and I's age or George's age. He's not a kid like, you know, Ken or something.
Right,
And
right.
this other guy, there is another guy that ran for county council. It's probably been 10 years ago now. He was another black guy who was quite conservative and younger. And he might be, I mean, he wouldn't be in the under 30 category, but he might be another prospect. And, you know, if you just ask Emery, you know, if he knows some other people that might, you know, want to get involved in us, or maybe he would even.
Now, Gary, he's the guy that spoke at that meeting you and I were at.
Yeah.
Where,
And Emery's a good, solid conservative. And I know a couple other people, you know, black guys that are conservative, but they wouldn't be leader type people the way Emery McClendon is.
I'm hoping to find somebody that would have connections with other black leaders in the community that might be like-minded.
I think
Is he retired, Gary? Do you know, or does he work somewhere, or what?
I'm quite sure he's retired, and
okay.
For some reason, I have some vague notion that he might have worked at the post office,
Okay.
but I'm not sure. But he was big in the Tea Party movement and stuff.
Oh, really? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want to find. Well, I will look for him. I like I said, I plan on going to this luncheon on the 26th, and I will look for him.
Yeah, he'll probably be there. Introduce yourself, and you friend him on Facebook and stuff afterwards if you're still on Facebook.
He's not a politician.
He has not actually hold any elective office, but he's been pretty active. He might have at some time run for something or been.
Well, he, you know, so he doesn't. I kind of thought it was maybe he was a vice president or something. That, I mean, he actually kind of ran that meeting that day because Steve wasn't there, right? No, he was there. Steve was there.
Yeah, Steve was there, but they had Emery for. Emery kind of was the MC or something.
Right.
The
Okay.
primary speaker or something. I don't remember.
All right,
exactly.
I will look for him then. See if he can help me. Okay, Ken, what you got? Anything?
All I got is Wednesday night. I'll be on the comms call with Jared as Garrett is on vacation. I think both Susan and I will be on that comms call at 9 o'clock to showcase our newsletter.
Good.
That's all I got right about now.
Has the new newsletter come out yet?
Have you not received it, George?
I haven't seen it. I was looking at my email this morning. I didn't notice. When did it go out?
Oh, it went out. I'd want to say it went out about a week or 8 or 9, 10 days ago.
Oh,
I'll forward you one and try and figure out why your email's not sticking in the group. I mean, I added. I don't know. Again, it's the mystery of why certain people get it and why other people don't. It's all coming off of Citizen Builder. So.
yeah. Don't send it to my COS Action address. It's broke.
Okay, I'll send it to your other address.
Yeah, specs.shorts.
Is that address in Citizens Builder?
Specs.shorts, SHORTS, like
I
in
don't think it's
short.
in there, George.
Is it not in Citizens Builder, George?
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, well, I'll double check. I'll manually add it again and see what happens. I thought you were in there, but
Yeah, I remember last month we went through this too, so.
And
Yep.
I'm not sure George would even know if he got it or not, quite honestly. So.
What's the subject line?
I'll send it over with a picture of with Marengo Mike with his tongue sticking out.
Okay, I'll pick that up real quick.
Then he'll really get it.
Yeah, he'll notice that. He'll notice that.
Uh-huh.
All righty. Okay, okay. So this Wednesday at 9 o'clock, right, Ken?
This Wednesday, 9 o'clock with Jared. Yeah. Other than that, the only other information I got is I went 4 for 6 with 5 RBIs and another good night.
Awesome.
So is someone running for you?
Oh no, I've been running.
You have, really?
I've been running. Yeah, I haven't had to have a runner yet. Then again, I haven't. The longest I've had to run is to second base. I think I had to run a third one. So I mean, when I hit the ball, I haven't had to run all the way to third yet. So
You know, way around this, you could just always hit a home run, then you can walk the bases.
Yeah.
yeah, that's a nice thought.
Just don't try to stretch a double into a triple.
Yeah, I don't do any stretching. Yeah, I don't do any stretching.
Or single into a double. That's
All
where you get
right.
hurt.
All right, all right.
There you go.
All right, Gary.
I do not know what RC Group Development is, but it's under my name. Am I supposed to know something about this?
What that is, Gary, is I think we're on the way to developing a good group of region captains. And I know you've been working with them, and that's really good. But I think I think this group of region captains is going to really be key when it comes to district captain growth come next year, and that's why I want to make that one of the key strategy points for in our strategy meeting for 2022.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not sure what this all looks like, but I think we need to be focusing on developing that group of managers, quite honestly.
Mhm.
And and what I know we expect things of them, but we kind of, I think our expectations are kind of the same as a district captain in a way. And I'm thinking the region captains maybe need a different set of expectations. So anyway.
Well, I'm working on getting them to, be sure they're cultivating relationships with their district captains and the volunteers in their regions, and try to
Right.
bring those people along to build those relationships. One of the things I've thought about is, we started the year, we only had about 20 district captains. A lot of them had been around a long time. I felt like I knew them all. With so many new ones, it's hard for me to, know that many people and really
Right.
have a relationship. And so I'm really depending on these region captains to develop those relationships. And I think that's
Exactly.
I think we're getting them developed in that way. And I think you really see the potential with, like with Dale Tipton up in Region 1, we have never had, at least since I've been active, we haven't had anybody up there really doing anything. And now that Dale's there, we got him, and he's brought on a couple more district captains, and he's met with John Domke, who's been around for a long time, but hasn't done a lot. And so I think there is the potential when you get a region captain who's the go-getter, that you can really make things happen.
Yep.
And
Yep.
so I think we can we're getting some people up around the Lafayette area. If we can get a region captain up there, I think we could do the same thing there and really develop a small core. We've had that in the Fort Wayne area for a long time. And it's, you get to a certain critical mass, you can make a lot of things happen. And I think we can do that in some other parts of the state as well. So,
just think now, we're some 30 some districts with district captain. How do we manage this any differently when we hit 50? Or how about when we hit 60 or 70? Do we manage this any differently? And it just seems to me, again, I'm not sure what it looks like right now, but as we get more and more district captains, that group of region captains becomes more and more important, it seems to me. So
yeah. And I really think that some of the regions that are geographically larger, or if we have a lot of district captains in one, we might need to have 2 region captains in the same region and kind of split the region between the 2 of them.
well, it's possible.
Because, like in Region 3, there's 11 House districts, and we've got at least 11 district captains there, because in 85, we really have 3 now.
Right.
And so it's tough for Vicky to, I think, cultivate relationships with a dozen people and mentor them along and help them along. If they're all active and doing things, she's spread really, really thin. And so I could see having a couple of region captains if you got 10 or more.
You got Region 7's got 15 districts in it.
Yeah.
That's the largest region, 15 districts.
Yeah.
So.
Geographically, it's not that big, but it's
right.
Packed in.
And 15 districts, that's too many for one person to.
It is.
So
yeah, definitely. I think we have to think about how we structure as we grow and get, like you say, when we get above 40, I think we have to start thinking about the next step of where do we want to be when we have 50 or 60 or something.
Right. Okay. And I think that's also going to have an impact on the Mission Excellent program. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that, and we need to be thinking about that. And like I said, I think it needs to be one of the key items come the strategy meeting in September.
Okay.
Anything else?
That'll be Paul's problem.
Paul could figure it out, huh? Paul, did you hear? Are you going to hear this, Paul?
Well, I'm just going to give Paul a little tip that he needs to be thinking about this as he's planning these state strategic planning meeting. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much all I've got.
Okay. George.
What?
What you got, George? Anything?
What's TC spreadsheet 44 ?
Well, that's the district captain spreadsheet that you did, and I counted for. We've already talked about that.
Well, okay. Well, there's a difference between the number of district captains and the number of regions with, or number of districts with a district captain. Yeah, we have 2 regions that have more than 1 district captain. That's region 3, or I mean district 85, and tells the other one. I don't remember right offhand, but yeah, we have, and the 2 Griggs brothers, and I believe Vicky only needs 1 more district to fill up her region, but it's way up north. It's like on the Michigan line, I think. It's not 51, which is my district. It's the next one over. And that's
49.
That's too far really to throw one of the Griggs up there. Yeah. Okay. So, education status. Last I heard from Richard was he was going to work on a couple things to get them to you. He said he's going to do them over last weekend. I don't know if he ended up getting you any or not. He was going to throw them to Ken, I think he said, so Ken could dress them up. Did you get anything from him, Ken? From Richard?
I haven't seen anything from Richard yet. No.
Okay. And Cheryl's voice. I read something from Cheryl, I believe, but I don't remember a voicemail.
Well, that's that's the voicemail that she sent me and that I forwarded to all of you. It's just where she was just mentioning reaching out to get young people involved in Convention of States, that
Yeah, like
she
church
believed
group.
that going through churches for the youth groups in churches.
Yeah.
And, I mentioned to her that I think that was a good idea, but that ought to be definitely a district captain activity.
Yeah.
So that's all I said on that.
Okay.
All right. Well, Paul's not with us tonight. So, Ken, did you hear about Paul?
Yeah, he's got COVID.
Yeah. I didn't know if you heard.
Yeah. I found out on the way home. My older son did not play tonight at the game. He has had a case of the runs for the last couple of days, and I found out on my way home that my wife had to go up to my son's house to watch the grandkids because he had to go to the doctor. So I'm a little concerned that maybe he's got COVID because it kind of hit him soon and quick, and it's been like 2 days of diarrhea. So I don't know. Well, I'll find out soon enough, I guess. But yeah, I guess we're just never out of the woods. But yeah, hopefully Paul will have a quick recovery of it.
Yeah, I'm sure he will. He did tell me that he had not been vaccinated, and I told him now what I've heard is that if you've had COVID, that then you should not go get vaccinated.
That's kind of what I heard too. Yeah.
It would be actually dangerous if you've had COVID to go get a vaccination. Then that's what
and there's been a few reports. I know some Major League Baseball players who've been been vaccinated and they've gotten it again. So that's I know it's not everybody that happens to, but it seems like there's just no real fix for everybody.
All right. Well, I wanted to ask Gary and George, did either of you attend Jonathan's RCDC call last week?
The one where he talked about block walking?
No, that was the national call. No, I'm talking about his call on, I think it was Thursday evening.
I think I did, but I can't recall what the topic was.
I watched the recording. Of course, the call was for region captains and district captains, and he was talking about, having meet and greets and, doing meetings, and he had some district captains, region captains from other districts on there talking about things that they're doing. Did either of you attend that call last Thursday?
Yeah, I think I did go to it, but I don't remember. Kind of like Gary. I got nothing made any impression on me anyway. But yeah, I believe I did do. I've been going to a lot of Thursday stuff. His things are always like on a Thursday,
Right. And that once a month, that call is dedicated to region captains and district captains. So I do want you guys, I do want you two attending that call.
It's the same call as his state director, grassroots coordinator, right? Except it's the odd one that he does once a month, so every week.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I went to it. So
Okay.
I don't remember anything about it though.
It must have really been impressed you, huh, George?
Well, Gary didn't remember either. He didn't give Gary any guff.
We have to get a special invitation, so we'll. I think I did see the invitation. I don't know why I don't remember the call or wasn't on it. Maybe I just wasn't on it.
See,
The one that impressed me was the one about block walking.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was the national call. I didn't watch that one. Anyway,
I don't know. We don't do any block walking here in Indiana, do we? Not that I know of. I think down south they're trying to rustle up something like that, and everybody kind of be safe, be careful, and all this kind of stuff. So I ended up-
I did that as a precinct committeeman this last election. That is hard. That's hard to do.
yeah.
That's hard to do. I don't know if I'll do it again.
But he had some.
Huh?
I think his advice to do it from like 10 to 12 on a Saturday, like limit yourself to 2 hours, because it'll wear you out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
a lot of walking. It gets frustrating because you knock on doors, nobody answers, and can't cut across anybody's lawn because you get shot.
I will say, by and large, the people the doors that I knocked on, people that I talked to were pretty nice. But inevitably you come across the one that's not very nice. You're really an interruption. And especially if they were anti-Trump. They didn't boy, I'd like to go back to those and ask them how they like things going. How are things going now for you?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, I asked a Biden supporter that question, and they think he's doing okay because the only news they're getting is all the pro-Biden news. They probably have no clue that there's a border crisis, that there's a crisis developing in the Middle East or in Asia or anywhere else in the world. They think, hey, things are fine.
right.
I saw an interview with the I think the French president. I can't remember who he was having the interview with, but Tucker Carlson maybe, or I don't know, but or it might even been a special report kind of thing. But they're worried about Biden. He says America's being led by a dimension, and the rest of the world is sweating him out. They're worried. They're scared.
Yes, I saw that.
Hey man, things are fine. Things are great. Okay. All right. Well, we'll do this again. Let me think here now. Okay, it'll be May 25th. Then we have the state call coming up May 26th. So we'll do 5:25. Okay, now do you want to go back to 9 o'clock?
I'm fine at 8:30. I got done on time tonight, so if you're making the change for me, don't do it.
Either
okay.
one is fine for me most days, most weeks.
8:30 is fine with you, Gary?
I think we got to go to 9 for Gary so he can be here, not rush. I don't care.
See what Paul thinks.
Oh, Paul. I don't know.
George can have extra time to have all his cookies finished anyway.
Why don't we go back? Let's go back to 9 p.m.
All right. After the cookies is chocolate ice cream. So
And
there's
that'll Gary, that'll give you some time to wrap up your meeting and
Okay.
get ready for this one. Okay.
George, you're supposed to be dipping the cookies in the ice cream.
Ooh.
Never
Yeah,
thought of that, huh?
Was that ice cream or milk?
Well, this is milk. The milk cream comes after the call.
You're a man of routine, George.
Yeah. Thanks, Ken. I love you too, man. My second
Anytime.
best.
Anytime. And
Give me my
have all
dick.
you can have all my promotions going forward too.
Yeah.
All right. Goodbye, everyone. Good night.
Good
All
night.
right. Merry Christmas to all. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Yes.
Happy New Year.
I don't think any time of the year is okay to say God bless and Merry Christmas. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.